What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's me, once again, Walter Twilme, representing Neo Defective Gaming, aka Neo Defective. If you've been here before, you know what it is. We're going over the nightly news. Also, the reason I do this is because I have a 9-to-5. It allows me to purchase video games and then repurchase video games, such as games that are remade and also remastered and then remade into the remaster. And where I'm going with this is that Sony just announced a new remake slash remaster, more than likely it's a remaster, of Horizon Zero Dawn to tie into a multiplayer release that they're going to drop eventually. I don't know when. You can add this to the list of things that nobody asked for, such as The Last of Us Part 1 remake, classic. You know, it's like, obviously Sony wants to make as much money on older IPs. And these aren't even old IPs, by the way. These are relatively new. These are less than 10 years old, not even a decade, that they're remastering slash remaking, that are tying in to movies and shows. Because I know that there was an announcement for a Horizon show. Also, there's a God of War show. Will we be getting a God of War remake, remaster? Who knows? But we do have God of War on the horizon. See what I did there? Anyways, what I'm really trying to get at is, more than likely, we are falling down a steep hole in which Sony is going to be milking us dry for all the money that they can possibly get. And this is assuming you're going to purchase it. Look, if you have a problem with this, you just don't buy the game, right? I think Greg Miller said that. He put a tweet out there, but this is also a very true thing. I'm not upset with the idea that Sony is making a remaster of a very newer game. More so, I compare it to the likes of a game that's actually wanted, a game that's actually been stressed about from the fan base to be remade, let alone have a 60 frames per second update, or just get a part 2. And if you know what I'm talking about there, that's of course a Bloodborne, right? Bloodborne is one of those games that fans have been asking for years, just a 60 frames per second update, just to be ported onto PC. I mean, just these little things that we're all, as fans of that video game and FromSoft, we're waiting for. We are waiting for this, and we get nothing. We get no information. We get leaks. We get rumors, but nothing concrete. No facts. No evidence out there that says that's what is in the cards. Instead, we get things that nobody's asking for. Games like Horizon Zero Dawn and a multiplayer game of Horizon. Is that going to be a good game? I don't know. Do we really need a Horizon remaster or remake? No. They've already remastered it. They remastered it and dropped it on PC. Why do we need it again? You guys just released Zero Dawn. Why do we need this again, Sony? I have no clue. Put your thoughts in the comments below. Tell me what you feel about that. While we're on the topic of remakes, this one also hits pretty close. Only this one makes me more hopeful. This one makes me happier. So Crystal Dynamics has put out a survey. If you go over to Crystal Dynamics website, type in, say, Legacy of Kain survey. If you're a fan of the Legacy of Kain series, like I was, that was one of my childhood games that I grew up with that changed my life on the original PlayStation, along with Metal Gear Solid. But neither here nor there. There is a survey that they want people to take, fans of the series to take, and not fans, to determine if they're going to go back into the Legacy of Kain series. Now, as a fan, I say go do it. If you've never played one of those games before, they're very dated. I will admit that I have played the original Legacy of Kain over again. I actually played it on Twitch streaming one time. But this gives me hope that we're going to go back into Nosgoth as either a Raziel or a Kain and relive our vampire, blood-sucking, wing-growing, flesh-dripping, Seraphan killing fantasies that we deserve to have once again. Let's resurrect the Legacy of Kain series. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've never played that, go ahead and play it. If you want to go play an older retro game, one of the games, actually Legacy of Kain, the original Soul Reaver, was one of the first three-dimensional games ever in a completely open world that you were able to fully traverse. And not only that, you can shift between the material and spectral plane, and that open world would change as you did that. It was amazing. It was an amazing experience. Just look it up. I'm sure there's plenty of videos out there that could get your guys' attention. Anyways, if you've been here before, you can find me over on twitch.tv/NeoDefective, streaming every weekend, sometimes during the week. Right now, I'm doing God of War on PC. Stay dirty, humans.